Hey everybody, welcome to week 34 of my pregnancy. I'm 34 weeks and 6 days today. I just want to go over real quick my symptoms, which have definitely gotten by far a little bit more severe, more noticeable. I'm definitely having a lot of pelvic pain and hip pain. It's to the point where we can't really go anywhere, where I have to walk a lot because it just brings on so much pain and it's so uncomfortable and it hurts so much that, like, if we're going to go, like, my husband's been going grocery shopping by himself, but if we're going to go, you know, like, to pick up things, like, we've been picking up things for the shower and getting ready for that, and it has to be, like, 20 minutes or less. I can't. It's just way too much. It takes everything out of me to go any longer than that. Definitely noticing being more tired. Trying to get stuff done is just, it's getting really, really impossible at this point. So because of that, I think the pelvic pain comes from him, you know, moving a little lower. And because of that, I can tell he's right on my bladder, so I'm peeing, like, all the time. Getting up in the middle of the night is horrible because I wake up and I'm, like, in excruciating pain because my bladder's so full. And to get to the bathroom hurts so much because my hips ache so much from laying there. And it's just horrible. It's just, and I don't mean to complain because, you know, I've had a really easy pregnancy and everything's gone really well, but it's very painful. The other thing I've noticed this week, and I think it's partly because it's been so hot here, it's been very hot and very humid, and my feet are starting to swell where they never did that before. And I talked to the doctor a little bit about that, and he said that every person he's talked to has had swollen feet. Because of the weather here, basically. The weather in combination of being pregnancy and with the pregnancy, it makes it bad. Sorry, my allergies are also absolutely horrible. Just to update on Nate's room, I know I said last time we had finished it, but we have. And it was really nice to finally get it done. We finished it up on Sunday. We got the closet was the last thing that we did. Got everything in there. The closet ended up, once you got the shelves in there, being a little bit smaller than I originally thought it was going to be. It's kind of hard when a space is open and nothing's in there to kind of visualize exactly how far stuff will come out. But it works well for his clothes. I was going to put, like, a little bookshelf in there, and that's not going to fit. So we're going to have to do something else with his books. I'm not exactly sure what, because his room is so small. We've actually talked about, because we bought a glider rocker for in his room as well. There's a lot of furniture in there. And it makes, for, like, when he's an infant, it's not going to be bad at all, because obviously he's not going to be down on the floor trying to get around at all. But we've talked about maybe after the first few months or whatever, moving the glider rocker out into the room that's outside of his bedroom. And I'll just breastfeed from that because I think it'll open up his room a little bit and allow a little bit more flow and it won't look so crowded. But I'm really overall happy with how it came out. My husband worked really, really hard on it, and these last few months I've not been a huge help with anything. So I'm really glad it's done. In a video, I'll be doing a video. Sunday is my shower. So I need to be able to wash whatever clothes he gets for the shower. Everything else is washed and put away. But I need to be able to wash anything he gets for the shower and, get anything else that he gets for the shower put away, and then I'll definitely do a video. And I'm really excited to do that because, like I said, my mom has not seen it either. And I really am excited about being able to show it to her. The other thing we're doing this weekend, this weekend is going to be so busy. And it kind of makes me nervous because so busy, I get so tired, and I just don't feel like doing anything. So it makes me a little nervous, but we have the vehicle car seat inspection this weekend where you go and I don't know if it's the police or who exactly it is. It's somebody that knows what they're doing that takes a look and can install it properly, make sure that everything's okay with that. So we're taking my car to have that done. As of right now, we're just going to have the car seat in the one vehicle because, he's not going to be going to daycare or anything like that. He really won't need to ride in my husband's truck at all. If we find out that we do, they have them all the time. So we can always get that done at a later time. But we're going to go get that looked at. My husband tried to install it, and I told him not to spend too much time doing it. Because I hate for him to spend all the time doing it and then figure out what's wrong. They have to take it out anyway, so we're just going to let them install it pretty much. The next thing is I had my doctor's appointment. And overall, it went okay. I went in first for the non-stress test, which was interesting. After like a minute or two of being on the monitor, they had a nurse come in, and a nurse that actually works with another provider there, and they had her hold the monitor on because, like I said in my previous video, he moves so much that he ends up moving away from where they're getting his heartbeat and everything, and so it leads to not be continuous, and they like a continuous 20 minutes of it, so she just held it right in place, kind of pressing down so that he didn't have a lot of room to move. And we got to talking while she was there, because she asked the one nurse if she thought it was good enough for him, and the other nurse said that he was really picky, so probably not, that I should go do it even longer. And so we kind of got talking about that, and I told her, I didn't really care for, things that he did and things like that. And the other thing is, there was another girl, because this non-stress test room is like 2 recliners with a curtain down the middle. There was another girl that was in there, and she saw my doctor as well. She had all kinds of problems. She had high blood pressure. The baby wasn't moving. Like, they had a real hard time getting any movement on the monitor at all. Like, all these problems. And they were going to do like a C-section, like scheduled C-section, like in a week or something. I mean, and I understand why somebody like that needs a non-stress test. Like I said before, I really don't understand why I need it. And as soon as I get to a point where I'm not going to argue with him anymore about anything, he keeps adding stuff to it. And so after I was on the monitor it was probably a good 25 minutes, and it was continuous for probably 25 minutes. I'd probably been on it total like maybe a half hour or so. And he came in and he said he wanted an ultrasound done. And nothing was wrong with the non-stress test. And this was my 3rd one. I know by now exactly what they're looking for. And even the nurse said there's nothing wrong. I don't know why he wants another wants an ultrasound. And it's just like, I'm glad I had her, like, she confirmed that I'm not crazy. Like, that he just orders stuff to order it. And, I really don't really care on one hand, but on the other, it's going to get really expensive. I mean, that means that visit, just the non-stress test and the ultrasound alone, cost us $50. And I told my husband, I'm going to start fighting with him again if, like, every single visit he keeps adding more and more stuff. So we went in to do the ultrasound. Of course, everything's absolutely fine. And what irritates me is, like, he never gives a reason for it. I mean, like, if he feels there's something wrong, then he needs to tell us. Not just, he literally walked in the room, looked at the strip from the non-stress test and said, I want to order a scan. Which is what he means an ultrasound. And it's just like, I was fuming out in the waiting room. It was really ticking me off. Because I just feel like it's a huge waste of our time, it's a huge waste of his time, and it's just a huge waste of money. So I told my husband, I said, I'm not going to have another one done. I don't believe that, you should have medical things done, regardless of how safe they feel they are, just for the heck of it. I think that this is exactly the problem with insurance companies. That's why insurance companies fight so much stuff, because doctors order non-necessary things. So, we went in for the ultrasound. Like I said, everything was fine. Heartbeat was fine. You could see that he was breathing. Excuse me. You know how they take in the water and everything. And everything was absolutely fine. Everything measured right on target again. He weighed approximately 5 pounds, 7 ounces, which was, a half a pound more than where he was. Well, a little less. It was a day earlier, too. But he was 1 ounce shy of a half a pound that he had gained in a week. Well, less than a week. So, again, right on target, not getting bigger, not growing any more than he should. I mean, just absolutely perfect. So then we went in to see him. And, the one thing I forgot to mention is that they did check my cervix again. And it had shortened even a little bit more. I forget exactly what the measurement was or the difference, but it was a little bit more. So we talked to him. The main thing we talked to him about is going early. He said that he thought that I would probably last another 2 weeks, which, I'm 35 weeks tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get to 37 weeks. But that was pretty much it. He ordered another non-stress test for next week, and I just, it's fine. I'll do the non-stress test or the ultrasound every week, but I'm not going to do both again. I just feel like it's a huge waste of money. So, I am going to go in there prepared to fight, I guess, on Tuesday if I need to. But that was that. Everything else is going really well. And like I said, it's a busy weekend, so I can't wait to show you guys what I got for the baby shower, or what I get for the baby shower. I will talk to you all next week. Bye.